Boxing Ego here. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button and also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon on the top of your screen to get notified when the latest new content drops. What up, Fight World? It's your boy Ego and I'm back with some more boxing. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Fantastico! Now, check out the website, BOXINGEGO.com. Working hard. There's a lot going on in the world of boxing. Now, I pinned up that new fire, and it's regarding the fight May 6th between Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. taking on Mexican star Canelo Alvarez. And I want to talk about the game plan of Chavez Jr. according to his new team. Now, Chavez Jr. brought out the big guns. He's working with Nacho Beristain. Most people know that by now. And Nacho is a fighter or a trainer of fighters that I really like, and I really respect Nacho for his work. And I think his list of fighters that he's worked with over his career is very underrated. Some people don't even know the extent of all the fighters he's trained at some point in time. He's even trained Canelo's promoter, Oscar De La Hoya, at a point in time in De La Hoya's career. He's trained guys like Ricardo Finito Lopez, Johnny Gonzalez, Abner Mares, and obviously Marquez. The list goes on and on. Now, May 6th, this is for all the bragging rights. This is a previous picture of Chavez Jr. and his new strength and conditioning coach. He's not really worried, despite some people. The biggest concern I've seen is people, they don't know and they don't necessarily believe that Chavez Jr. can comfortably make this Canelo weight of 164.5. Yes, Canelo's moving up 10.5 pounds, but he's never been stopped. Chavez has been stopped. And more importantly, his struggles with weight hasn't been as documented as Chavez Jr. Chavez Jr. has actually had to pay off opponents, pay fines and stuff, and renegotiate weights at the last minute because his body tapped out and just couldn't make it. Now, Memo Angel Heredia is saying 4 weeks out, I want Julio Cesar Chavez at 170. He wants him at 170 pounds for the Canelo fight, and then they're slowly going to taper down. So to read his quote directly, this is what he says. I'm telling you, when it's 4 weeks out, I want him at 170 pounds and keep going down progressively from there. The body naturally tightens up more, so the preparations are very hard right now. He's going to meet the weight like we've always done without problems. Well, in my case, all of my athletes have never failed on the scale. And Memo has trained people like Badu Jack and Juan Manuel Marquez, things like that. So he definitely has experience working with fighters, and the list goes on and on and on. So he believes Chavez Jr. can easily and comfortably make weight. It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And Chavez has shown more of a willingness, I would say, in this particular camp to do good and do well. In fact, he looks good at the weight already, and he's like having fun. So you see this picture right here. This is Chavez, and he's clowning Canelo. He's at the gym, and he's like, "Hey, you want to fight Golovkin?" And he's pretending this rubber chicken is Canelo. And he's like, "Hey, Canelo, do you want to fight Golovkin?" And then his friend squeaks the chicken, so he's mocking Canelo, calling it, saying he's a chicken, and it looks like he's prepared, but you can see it in his face in the clip that he's already in better shape. Usually men's faces, will show you the weight loss. You know what I mean? Like when I lose weight, when I'm working out good, it's usually like it's very apparent because of my face. My face will show it before anything else, because guys usually get I would say more of a slender face, and you're losing total body weight and stuff like that, so it'll show up in your face. So I'm looking forward to this fight, man. I think both guys, neither guy wants to do bad. Goddamn, Joe Rogan. Neither guy wants to do bad in this particular fight. Did y'all watch the Dave Chappelle Netflix? I still haven't checked it out yet. But this is Chavez Jr.'s page. he looks focused. He looks a lot more focused than I've seen him in the past. Like I said, he's already in shape. Nacho's watching him. Nacho's already on record saying he's surprised with Chavez Jr.'s work ethic because, according to him, he hasn't really had any problems with him thus far. There's an old picture of Chavez and you easy ass work. A little media work. But you could tell Chavez Jr. is taking it serious. He has the sweatsuit. He has the team. He has Nacho. And I posted a video yesterday about Canelo. Canelo's working on his defense, and he looks good. His speed looks good. But look at Chavez Jr. You know what I'm saying? He's in good shape too. This is going to be despite he's in good shape, man. Despite whoever you are picking and however you think this fight is in terms of how meaningful it is, I think it will deliver entertainment value. I don't think either guy is going to like back down from their game plan. Chavez has a hell of a chin. He has a size advantage. He's training like he's supposed to finally. I'm looking forward to it, man. I don't know. I don't recall seeing him in the zone like this. In good shape. I don't know what it is about Canelo. Maybe he really doesn't like the dude. Really feels he can beat him because he seems way more like, it's crazy to me. He seems, I don't know, maybe it's Mexican pride and because it's for bragging rights and stuff like that, but he seems more focused for this than Sergio Martinez, who is probably a harder style for his style because Chavez is slower and Chavez constantly has to reset in terms of his footwork and stuff like that. Canelo's flat-footed too. He just has better upper body movement and he's good hand speed and stuff like that. But Martinez puts his hands by his waist, a la Roy Jones Jr., and he's slick and he's a southpaw. And we seen Chavez Jr. at that particular time. It didn't even look like he was tripping. He came out in pink chonies and hey guys, waking up at 5 p.m. eating his honey bunches of oats or whatever cereal he was eating, Lucky Charms, and he just jumps in the pool on the HBO 24/7. So whatever it is about Canelo, it's set off a time bomb in the head of Chavez Jr. I really think that Chavez is looking at this as like Canelo is his ticket to Graceland. You know what I mean? People will forgive everything that he's done and lazy past behavior. If you had to win any fights, this is the fight you have to win, right? Because you guys both talking shit about each other. You guys are both from the same place of Mexico, and it's just bad blood. It's kind of like De La Hoya versus Fernando Vargas and stuff like that. Nobody wanted to be the loser of that type of fight. That's why I think it took Amir Khan and Kell Brook still haven't fought, because it's a risk, and you know what I mean? No one wants to be a loser of a bad blood fight like that. I mean, Oscar De La Hoya just said it. He said Canelo can't lose to his countrymen. So I like the shape that Chavez Jr. is in. Angel Heredia, he's not worried. He says Chavez Jr. 4 weeks out, so a little bit over a month before the actual fight, he's going to have him at 170. And beyond that, they're just going to keep going down. There's Angel Heredia. And he told this to TV Azteca, so that's what you see in the logo. I've linked to them on my page on the website. Link in the description in case you want to just read the write-up and watch it. If you speak Spanish, you can watch the clip, or you can go to my Instagram, Boxing Ego. But we working. Chavez Jr. is working apparently, and this is what I like to see. Like at the end of the day, people get too emotionally invested in boxing. It's good to have favorites and be passionate and stuff like that, but some people get too caught up in it and like picking sides and this fighter's a bitch, or you know what I mean, just stuff like that, to the point where it's like it's not even fun. Like I just want to see a good competitive fight. So like if I see a fighter's doing what they're supposed to be doing, that's good enough for me, because that just ensures my entertainment. It ensures the sport that I love will get its best showing. You know what I mean? So that's all I could ask. If Canelo is just the better man on the night and he's just too skilled for Chavez Jr., then it is what it is. If Chavez Jr. turns out he's too big for Canelo and he beats Canelo, then that's what it is. Like at the end of the day, I just want to see good competitive fights, and Nacho's a beast. And that's really what it is. So let me know what you guys think. Who's giving Chavez Jr. a chance? Again, as of right now, I'm just happy and excited because it looks like they're putting in the work in the gym, and that's where it all starts. And looks like Chavez Jr. is actually having fun in training camp. His weight's down. His team has a plan. Like before, I don't know, it didn't look like Chavez had a plan for what he was trying to do. That's why every day he would come, well, not every day, but when they get to the weigh-ins, he would miss weight and, oh, Fafara, here, take this money and I'll change the weight last minute. Brian Vera, I'll change the weight. Like, no, you know what I mean? That's poor planning. Like, Freddie Roach or whatever he should have tightened the purse or tightened the belt, you know what I mean? And you're his trainer. He should be listened to. And it looks like his current team is more of a, like, Nacho ain't gonna play that, you know what I mean? So like, Nacho's an OG. He'll probably leave before he lets you embarrass his name like that, you know what I mean? But for whatever reason, Freddie Roach, I'm not saying he was just in it for money or whatever, but at the end of the day, he was willing to put up with Chavez's bullshit, you know what I mean? Because he did, getting stood up at the gym and makeshift workouts in the living room instead of going bring your ass to the gym. These other dudes ain't playing that. And Freddie Roach, it's cool to be linked to Julio Cesar Chavez and have the name and I'm sure the paycheck, but you gotta, as a trainer, as a person, you gotta take a stand. Professional is professional. And if someone's not willing, if you have a client and they're not willing to be professional, then you gotta see what's in your best interest. And I think these guys like Nacho and Memo Heredia, you know what I mean? They've been in the game for a minute. They have other people who want to work with them, so their time is probably more scarce. They're not going to put up with no bullshit because Chavez Jr. wants to be lazy. But Freddie Roach, for whatever reason, did. I wouldn't do that. If I'm directing a video for someone and they're not professional, they're standing me up and wasting my time, then I got to go because my time is invaluable. I got other stuff I could be doing, but that's something else. Let me know what you guys think. Chavez Jr. at 170, 4 weeks out. His team has a plan. Canelo has a plan. Everybody got a plan until you get punched in the mouth. Let me know what you guys think. Drop it in the comment section. Make sure you share the video, like the video as always. Hate, comment, and subscribe. Till next video is Ego signing off.